Finn Wolford voices the character of Candlewick in Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, which will be released later in 2022. The actor's Stranger Things character Mike Wheeler is always a fan favorite thanks to his sweet romance with Eleven, his dynamic with the rest of the party, and his sometimes immature yet kind and passionate personality. It's great to see what other projects the young actors are signing onto. Throughout all 4 seasons of Stranger Things, Mike shares his feelings, admits when he's wrong, and does his best to be there for his friends. There are several quotes that explain who Mike is and show how determined he is to fight back against the threat in Hawkins, Indiana, and to protect Eleven at all costs. "I was jealous and angry, and that's why I said all that stupid stuff." Mike confesses his feelings for Eleven. Eleven and Mike are one of the best Stranger Things couples, and Mike has a tough time telling Eleven that he loves her at certain points. While fans always know that this is exactly how he feels, Mike stammers and dances around the truth. In one charming scene, Mike tells Eleven that he was wrong to be upset about her close new friendship with Max Mayfield. Mike sometimes puts his foot in his mouth and has trouble expressing himself since he's so young, but he can apologize and share when he was wrong, which shows that he's growing up and becoming more mature. It's amazing to see this character growth, and in this scene, Mike admits that he lets his emotions get the best of him sometimes. "We will." Mike is determined to beat Vecna. The season 4 finale of Stranger Things is terrifying and hints at even more chaos to come as it's clear that Vecna hasn't actually been destroyed. Will Byers says, "He's not going to stop. Ever. Not until he's taken everything. And everyone. We have to kill him." Mike agrees and says we will. Mike's words are powerful and speak to how much he cares about his friends and also Hawkins in general. Mike has youth on his side and often sounds more confident than perhaps he should be given the real danger that exists here. Mike is a kind-hearted, endearing character who is easy to like because he stands strong and defends his friend group. "I'm here, okay? I'm right here and I love you." Mike shares his love for Eleven in season 4. Mike is such a realistic character because while he gets insecure and upset and makes mistakes, he makes up for them, and that shows maturity. Mike knows that Eleven is upset that he hasn't told her that he loves her, and that although they've been writing letters to each other, he hasn't been raw and honest. Mike turns things around and does the right thing, letting Eleven know how he feels. He always supports Eleven through her battles and wants her to know that she has a support system in him at all times, no matter how scared she is or how much of a threat there is. "I don't either. Do you want to figure it out?" Mike and Eleven dance at the snowball in season 2. The best Stranger Things quotes are emotional and show that the main characters are young and learning about how to be more grown up and mature, but they are doing their best. Fans love when Mike and Eleven attend the snowball together, which is a sweet reprieve from fighting monsters in season 2. Mike proves with this quote that he isn't conceited and he's willing to admit when he doesn't know something. Eleven appreciates Mike's words, and the two teach each other how to dance and have a lot of fun, which is adorable to watch. "Yeah. I like presents too." Mike wants Eleven to visit at Christmas at the end of season 3. The Byers move away, and it's upsetting to imagine the characters not seeing each other every day as they love spending time together. Mike wants everyone to visit during the holidays and feels embarrassed by his declaration of how much he loves getting gifts. Mike's quote is funny and also logical, as of course he considers presents one of the best parts of Christmas since he's so young. This line also shows how Mike doesn't have any dating experience and is fumbling through his relationship with Eleven and doing the best that he can to show her how much he cares. Eleven would. Mike tells Will that Eleven would know what he means about the upside down. The Stranger Things characters are mean to Eleven in some instances, but they all realize that they've made mistakes and make it up to her. In an important season 2 scene, Will shares with Mike that he still feels that something is off as Hess still connected to the Upside Down. When Will says that no one would understand what Hess feeling, Mike says 11 would. Mike sounds so caring and it's clear how compassionate he is. Although he might say the wrong things, underneath it all Hess really kind. You're not the monster. You saved me, do you understand? Mike takes care of 11 in season 1. Mike is a perceptive character, and he always knows when 11 needs some love and compassion. He loves that she doesn't fit in with other people and that she has her own way of doing things and speaking. In season 1, Mike says a charming, super memorable quote when he tells 11 that she has helped him so much and she should ever think of herself as a monster or something bad. Mike is a loyal friend and great at pep talks, and even when he stumbles over his words and feels like Hess messing up, his words mean a lot to his pals. When Mike likes someone, he makes them a crucial part of his world and stands up for them all the time. You said yes. It was the best thing I've ever done. Mike cherishes his friendship with Will. Mike and Will have a sweet friendship that becomes more complicated as Will realizes that he has romantic feelings for Mike. It's heartbreaking to watch a scene in season 4 when Will praises Mike's love story with 11 and is hiding how he really feels. In a special scene that proves why fans love this emotional, scary, and sweet series, Mike lets Will know that he remembers the day that they became pals back in kindergarten. Mike shows that Hess someone who really cares about his friendships as he knows that he and Will have grown apart a bit, but he will make sure that they are always close. Why didn't you tell me you were there? That you were okay? Mike is worried about 11 in season 2. In the season 2 episode The Lost Sister, 11 travels to Chicago and visits Kali. This isn't considered a fan favorite Stranger Things episode, but it does create some drama as Mike is concerned about where 11 has been. With this quote, Mike lets 11 know that she can tell him anything and that he will never judge her or say anything negative. Mike is a stubborn, passionate person who considers loyalty to be one of the most important values that a person can have, and he cares about communication, too. Hess always been a real jerk. Mike is unhappy with Nancy in season 1. This quote is hilarious because it's a charming reminder that Mike is still young, and it makes sense that he feels frustrated with his older sister Nancy Wheeler. When Dustin Henderson complains about Nancy dating Steve Harrington in season 1, which is funny considering how close Dustin and Steve become, Mike says that he has always had a problem with his sibling. Mike's statement is a sweet and hilarious and explains that he feels more loyalty to his friend group than he does to his sister. While Nancy and Steve become part of the fight against a Mind Flayer and Demogorgon and Vecna, Mike would always rather hang out with his friends than Nancy, who he doesn't get along with or understand.
I'm the straight